Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Jnana-janashalakaya Chakshurunmritam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss mantra 18 of Isopanisad, that is last mantra, and which it is stated that Agni Naya Supatha Raye Asman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidvan Yujodhi Asmad Joranam Eno Bhuistam Te Nama Uktim Vidhema. O my Lord, as powerful as fire, O omnipotent one, now I offer you all obeisances falling on the ground at the falling on the ground at your lotus feet. O my Lord, please lead me on the right path to reach you. And since you know all that I have done in the past, please free me from the reactions of my past sins so that there will be no hindrance to my progress. And this is the last mantra of Isopanisad. So, by surrendering to the Lord and praying for His causeless mercy, the devotee can progress on the path of complete self-realization. The Lord is addressed as fire because He can burn anything into ashes, including the sins of the surrendered soul. As described in the previous mantras, the real or ultimate aspect of the Absolute is His feature as the personality of Godhead, and His impersonal Brahman Jyoti feature is a dazzling covering over His face. Fruitive activities of the karmakanda path of self-realization is the lowest stage in the endeavor. As soon as such activities even slightly deviate from the regulative principle of the Vedas, they are transformed into vikarma, or acts against the interest of the actor. Such vikarma is enacted by the illusion living entity simply for sense gratification, and thus such activities become hindrance on the path of self-realization. Self-realization is possible in the human form of life, but not in other forms. There are 84 lakh species of or forms of life, of which the human form qualified by Brahmanical culture presents the only chance to obtain knowledge of transcendence. Brahmanical culture includes truthfulness, sense control, perseverance, simplicity, full knowledge, and full faith in God. It is not that one simply becomes proud of his high parentage, just as being born the son of a big man affords one a chance to become a big man. So being born in the son of a Brahmana gives one a chance to become a Brahmana. But such a bright birthright is not everything, for one still has to attain the Brahmanical qualification for himself. As soon as one becomes proud of his birth as the son of a Brahmana and neglects to acquire the qualification of a real Brahmana, he at once becomes degraded and falls from the path of self-realization. Thus his life's mission as a human being is defeated. In the Bhagavad Gita 6:41-42, we are assured by the Lord that the yoga brashtas or souls fallen from the path of self-realization are given a chance to rectify themselves by taking birth either in the families of good brahmanas or in the families of rich merchants. Such births afford higher chance of self-realization. If these chances are misused due to illusion, one loses the good opportunity of human life offered by the Almighty Lord. The regulative principles are such that one who follows them is promoted from the platform of fruitive activities to the platform of transcendental knowledge. After many lifetimes of cultivating transcendental knowledge, one becomes perfect when he surrenders unto the Lord. This is the general procedure, but one who surrenders at the very beginning, as recommended in the mantras, at once surpasses all preliminary stages simply by adopting the devotional attitude. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 1866, the Lord at once takes charge of such surrendered soul and frees him from all the reactions of his sinful acts. There are many sinful reactions involved in karmakanda activities, whereas in jnanakanda, the path of philosophical development, the number of such sinful activities is smaller. But in devotional service to the Lord, the path of bhakti, there is practically no chance of incurring sinful reactions. One who is a devotee of the Lord attains all the good qualifications of the Lord. Lord. What to speak of those of a Brahmana? A devotee automatically attains the qualifications of an expert Brahmana, authorized to perform sacrifices. Even though the devotee may not have taken his birth in a Brahmana family, such is the omnipotence of the Lord. He can make a man born in a Brahmana family as degraded as a low-born dog-eater, and he can also make a low-born dog-eater superior to a qualified Brahmana simply on the strength of devotional service. So, since the omnipotent Lord is situated within the heart of everyone, he can give directions to his sincere devotees by which they can attain the right path. Such directions are especially offered to the devotee, even if he desires something else. As far as others are concerned, God gives sanction to the doer only at the risk of the doer. But in the case of a devotee, the Lord directs him in such a way that he never acts wrongly. The Srimad Bhagavatam 11.5.42 says, Sapadamurang majata priyasya Saptanyabhavasya hari paresa vikarma jatchot patitam katanchit dhunadi sarvang hridisanivisto. That means the Lord is also so kind to the devotee who is fully surrendered to his lotus feet, that even though the devotee sometimes falls into the entanglement of vikarma, acts against the Vedic directions, the Lord at once rectifies such mistakes from within the heart. This is because the devotees are very dear to the Lord. In this mantra of Sri Isopanisad, the devotee prays to the Lord to rectify him from within his heart. Where is human? A conditioned soul is very often apt to commit mistakes, and the only remedial measure to take against such unintentional sins is to give oneself up to the lotus feet of the Lord so that he may guide one to avoid such pitfalls. The Lord takes charge of fully surrendered souls. Thus, all problems are solved simply by surrendering oneself unto the Lord and acting in terms of His directions. Such directions are given to the sincere devotee in two ways. One is by way of the saints and scriptures and spiritual master, and the other is by way of the Lord Himself, who resides within the heart of everyone. And thus, the devotee, fully enlightened with Vedic knowledge, is protected in all respects. Vedic knowledge is transcendental and cannot be understood by mundane educational procedures. One can understand the Vedic mantras only by the grace of the Lord and the spiritual master. Dasya deve parabhakti jatha deve tatha guru. It is stated in Upanishad, Sutta Upanishad. Hearing and chanting the glories of the Lord is itself an act of piety. The Lord wants everyone to hear and chant His glories because He is the well-wisher of all living entities. By hearing and chanting the glories of the Lord, one becomes cleansed of all undesirable things, and then one's devotion becomes freed from fixed upon the Lord. At this stage, the devotee acquires the Brahmanical qualifications, and the effects of the lower modes of nature, such as passion and ignorance, completely vanish. The devotee becomes fully enlightened by virtue of the devotional service, and thus he comes to know the path of the Lord and the way to attain Him. As all doubts diminish, he becomes a pure devotee. Thus, in this way, this is the last mantra, 18th mantra of Isopanisad. So thank you very much for listening to our lectures. And please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like our channel and get the blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna.